Now let us talk about the sexual reproduction. The sexual reproduction takes place by formation of the sex organs amidst the clusters of the leaves which are called the perigonia. The sex organs are of two types, that is the antheridia and archegonia. Both of them are born on different clusters of the leaves. The cluster of the leaves with antheridia is called the antheridial head, whereas the cluster of the leaves with archegonia is called the archegonial head. Now let us first discuss the structure of the antheridial head. Well, this is the cross section of the antheridial head. You can see this number of antheridia, they are born amidst the clusters of these special leaves which are called the perigonial leaves or perichietial leaves. And this whole structure with this antheridia and perigonial leaves is referred as the perigonium. In this cross section you can see besides antheridia some sterile structures are also born which are called the paraphysis. You can see the tip cell of the paraphysis is spherical in shape. Now structure of the mature antheridium. The antheridium is a stalked body consisting of a multicellular stalk and a multicellular head. The head portion comprises its own jacket layer which is single layer in thickness. The head encloses mass of haploid cells which are called the spore mother cells or androcytes. These androcytes or spore mother cells at maturity transform into mature spermatozoa or antherozoids. The jacket of the antheridium at maturity turns reddish in color, so the mature antheridia appear reddish in color. At maturity, the apical cells of this antheridium absorb water, swell and burst open, as a result of which a small opening is created at the top through which the spermatozoids are liberated out. Each antherozoid, as you can see, is a coiled structure consisting of two flagella which are of same type. Hence the flagella are also described as the isocon type of the flagella. Now the structure of the archegonial head. The archegonia are also born amid clusters of the specialized leaves which are called the perigonial leaves or perichietial leaves. Here you can see besides archegonia some sterile structures are also born which are called the paraphysis. Here the paraphysis are similar to this perigonial leaves. The whole structure with archegonia and perigonial leaves is termed as the perigonium. Now the structure of the mature archegonium. An archegonium is a flask-shaped structure consisting of a broad base and narrow neck. The venter encloses a cavity which contains two cells, the venter canal cell and the egg cell. As you can see here, the wall of the venter is 2 cell in thickness. The neck is made up of 6 vertical rows of the jacket cells or neck cells. The neck portion also comprises a cavity which contains presence of 6 or more neck canal cells. These neck canal cells are externally covered by a jacket that is made up of 6 rows of the jacket cells or neck cells. The neck at the top is guarded by lead cells. Now let us discuss the fertilization process. The fertilization takes place in presence of the water. At maturity, the venter canal cell and neck canal cells that transform into a mucilaginous substance. This mucilaginous substance then absorbs water and swells. As a result, it creates pressure on the lead cells which are forced open to form an opening. Now this opening provides an entry path for the movement of sperms towards the egg. This mucilage also contains some attractant chemicals which attract the spermatozoids towards it. This process of chemical attraction is also called the chemotaxis. The sperms are carried up to the neck of archegonium by the rain droplets. Now, one of the sperm fuses with the egg to form a diploid zygote. Now, as soon as the zygote is formed, it secretes a wall around itself and quickly resumes the cell divisions. Now, this zygote, after series of divisions and differentiations, develops into mature sporophyte, which shows three parts, that is the foot, seta and capsule.